are back, episode 152 of Journey to Million here on this Wednesday evening. An episode later than usual, but the usuals are here. Zack Rausch, Jared Valleskey, myself, Drew Skyberg here. Wednesday night. We're looking forward to talking more about the NFL, the offseason, all the proposed rule changes, the Packers wanting to ban the tush push, the rumor of, do you guys see Matthew Stafford? Supposedly, now it comes out. It may, or sounds like it's false, but met with Tom Brady. A lot of good offseason buzz. Anthony Richardson's going to have the competition. And Jared and I, PSA 10, Anthony Richardson rookie cards are going to go to 0.
No, he'll get it. Don't worry. Unless we bring in like Stafford or like we bring in someone that's like Rodgers or something. That's the only competition he'll get. And, you got to protect.
You don't think like what if Jameis came in?
Well, we did it with Flacco last year. I mean, he had a good year, comes in. It didn't work last year. I don't know why we do it again this year. So
he was very underwhelming starting. That was tough.
Could see Minshew coming back. That'd be cool.
Honey Minshew will return. Sounds like Saints are sticking with Carr, but not like he was an option. Obviously, if he got cut, there would be some flexibility.
No,
there.
Carr's too young for the Colts to go after. We need someone that's like 38, 39.
He's really target the mold. If you're
Rodgers would be perfect for that.
Rodgers is great. We got Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Rodgers. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, early QB like destinations though, like of the carousel, if you will, because head coaching carousel's filled. Now we have the quarterback carousel. I mean, Stafford. It came out the report he wanted $50 million a year. I don't know if you all saw that. I thought that was quite alarming. I mean, I thought of Stafford sticky with the Rams. I thought that team. We talked about it when the year ended. Like that team runs it back. I mean,
yeah.
You like the team, maybe love it. I mean, but you certainly don't hate the team. Like they're a playoff team. I mean, they could have beat the Eagles. I mean, they had a drive to win the game. I don't know. I think it'd be the Rams need to bring Stafford back, but I also know that in the grand scheme, obviously with age and stuff, that might not be the answer. But
well, who has leverage there? I mean, Stafford has the ability to request that. Like if they need him that bad, they'll pay him. You can't really start a backup at this point. They got Stetson Bennett. It's either backup. They'll pay him when he needs.
Yeah. I'm not doubting that. I thought that was a big thing coming out. I also is Kirk Cousins moving on, or like I say, are the Falcons rather moving on from Cousins? I saw their GM was talking, and really with Kirk, they talked about intending to keep him on the team. That'd be a surprise to me. Because obviously we look at next season, we look at Penix going to be the starter, but I would say that. But is there a chance that that's not going to happen? I think that weighs into it. Obviously, the Steelers probably not going to have Russell Wilson. I thought him to the Raiders was kind of the mold, if you will. Obviously, the narrative with the coach makes sense, but Aaron Rodgers to the Rams would be fun if, like, let's say Stafford and Rams move on. I think Rodgers to the Rams would be enticing. I think.
But where would that put the Rams in like 2 years? Like
they got to draft a quarterback.
But they're not going to be bad enough to get a top pick, right?
Well, Rodgers, then maybe you sign a guy. You do what you do what the Falcons did and hope it works. You throw money at the problem and you hope it works. You do what Denver did.
If you're the Rams and you go out and you get Rodgers, you're trying to compete. And after you're subpar 2 years in a row, then maybe you take a year off. It wouldn't. I don't know. Yeah. Rodgers just needs to hang up the cleats, I think, as sad as it is. But
I say Rodgers to the Rams. I don't think, and I don't think Rodgers at this point in his career is good enough to lead a team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at the quarterbacks who have we've had this debate of quarterbacks who have made the Super Bowl, but quarterbacks rather who have won the Super Bowl.
He needs to kind of, as bad as it sounds, he needs to kind of like play like Tom Brady if he wants to. Like he needs an offensive line. He needs those check down passes. That's just not how he plays though. Like he's more of a slinger, someone that's just going to throw the ball 30, 40 times a game down the field. And,
last couple of years that's been the case. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he has the Jets he would have been great on the Jets with, their offensive line was, what it is. It's like, if it was as good as the Packers when when they had their offensive line that was top 5, like he would have been great on the Jets. But it just he wasn't the big. It wasn't all on Rodgers. Like sure, he lower win percentage than what they say. What was his name? Guy before him. Can't even think. Jets.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, Zach Wilson. He had a better, less win percentage than him. Whatever they were saying. It wasn't really all on Rodgers. That whole team was just kind of a mess. So I think he still could lead a team to the playoffs, but no, like there's not much that convinces me that he'll
go further.
No. In him. Yeah.
What are you thinking, Zach, about the quarterback carousel?
I think
the Packers need a number 1.
Well, they're trading Jair. They're trading their number 1 corner.
Yeah.
I hope that Rodgers does not go to New York.
He's already in New
That's
York,
what I
Goofy. Okay. All right. I know you're.
If Rodgers goes to New York, Malik Neighbors' sophomore season is going to be brutal. Because then Adams is going to New York as well.
Yeah, because we all know that Aaron Rodgers is just terrible. We know that, right?
Well, what if
Adams? What happened to Garrett Wilson this season?
It's going to be worse.
That's what's going to happen to Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what if Adams comes to Green Bay?
He's going wherever Rodgers goes.
You penciling that in?
Yeah,
or maybe
they each have 2 years left in their career.
It's funny.
Okay.
It's funny because, like we said, when Rodgers was on his last year and the Jets didn't want him, there wasn't much news about Adams. It was more like, oh, well, Rodgers is gone. There goes Adams too. Like people just assume that they're together at this point. Like they're going to go wherever the other one goes. So. Yeah, that would suck if you went to the Giants, honestly, like for fantasy and Malik Neighbors' standpoint. And just for Rodgers' career, like, this doesn't make sense.
I don't like that if I'm the Giants even, too. I don't.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't like Rodgers.
That's why no team wants him. Like, no team has a good spot for him right now.
I do for his sake because, like, you don't want to drag it out longer than you want. You know what I mean? Like, his career, not that the last 2 years ago with the unfortunate injury, but, like, I feel like last year kind of, like, soured kind of how people view his overall career,
Yeah.
The record did. Like, if you look at his stats, he
wasn't terrible.
Awful.
No. Yeah.
Like, second half of the season, he played pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
But
that's when Devontae got there. That's basically what happened.
With Aaron Rodgers playing a full season,
and they got Hassan Reddick back. Yeah. I think you're right, Drew. Like if he continues his career, like people are going to think differently 10 years from now. Like, oh well, remember when Rodgers was good? I wish he would have stopped when he was, on top.
I look at Manning. Manning hung it up at the right time. Peyton, I'm talking Peyton.
Yeah.
That was just one that sticks out. Brady, you could say he still made the playoffs.
Even like Drew Brees, he was still pretty good when he retired. Like Ben Roethlisberger, he
could throw a football at the end. That was tough,
that was his whole arm thing. Big Ben was still. They made the playoffs the year after, like when he retired. Like they were still decent.
You're right. Yeah, like a lot of those quarterbacks who, obviously, or we take Rodgers over most of those guys that were mentioned. Their end of the career was not as sour as this one, I would say. But to Zach's point, again, statistically, it wasn't bad. But just looking, what do you great quarterbacks? Wins and losses. Also, that.
If they had Robert Saleh, they would have been 8-9.
Okay. They had Robert Saleh, and they got rid of him.
Your 49ers got Saleh.
Well, Zach, 8-9, what would that have gotten them? A worse draft pick? Like that would have been worse.
People would have thought they played better.
Oh, New York fans are gonna love them being 8-9. Like, no, Rodgers has to go to the Vikings for 1 year and then retire.
Adams can come, and then they have Jones and those trio.
Follow the Brett Favre path. It all makes sense.
Or they could all go back to Vegas. Rodgers, Jones, perfect. Adams, Lazard.
And who? John Gruden? Like, what are we trying to do here?
Pete Carroll.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. You guys see the off-topic little? You see the NFL is actually going to implement technology for first down markers now instead of the sticks.
I was going to mention that. Yeah, that's.
I mean, we've had the technology to do it for 10 years now, and we're still using sticks and note cards. Like
sticks will still be there as backup. I did read.
Okay.
So the sticks aren't going away, but the primary is flopped, is flip flop, which which
Because
to
there's
your
still the
point, I was gonna
replay
say-
assist or whatever. It's
Yeah, but like, okay, we've had a technology. We're just gonna, like, just like show it off on TV, but not use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Like what's that company called where it shows the angle of the ball and the catch probability, and you got all these
AWS.
all these statistics and everything, and then you bring out the sticks and the guy pulls it from the note card and nope, first down. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's like the 1980s.
That was Gene Steratore.
His straight face. Yeah. It's just funny. But I don't know. I think that's a good decision. It's like what the MLB equivalent could be with the whole ball strike robot ump kind of thing. Like, I like the whole, not to be baseball, but like, they implement the 2 to 3 times a game. This will it'll help the game. There's nothing that'll be, hurt from it. Like in MLB, framing gets taken away. In this, like, there's no negatives, and that's why I think there's not gonna be much pushback on it. So I'm excited for that.
I think the one thing they're doing a great job on to make a stance there. We'll see what you guys think. Just with how they're doing the penalties now. So what the proposal is, right? They're not gonna, they're not gonna have replay throw flags, which I think is the right move, but rather they're gonna have replay if there's a flag. Maybe again, this is a proposal. This isn't definitive for next season. They're gonna have them be able to, pick up flags, if you will. So I think that's the bigger thing, because I think, obviously we have problems with some no call. There's some notable no calls, especially on pass interference is one I think of. But I think when the bigger problem we've seen actually the last few years has been the call. So if you could take away the call and pick up the flags and actually get a look on that, I think that's going to be huge for the game.
But do you think now that the refs will be told to throw more flags on questionable calls?
Yep.
I think that'll.
I think that's exactly what's going to be told.
Yeah.
I think if they stay on this course, I think that's okay. Where we don't want to go is we don't want to, and I don't know if I hate it for NBA, but NBA, right? They review the whole play. They can add fouls.
Yeah, I don't like that.
There's a lot of things there that if we did that in football, the left guard held.
Yeah, imagine it's like there's no pass interference. However, the lineman was 5 yards downfield by the time, like
legally downfield, and they have that.
Yeah. But no, I think they started doing that last year a little bit with like just replay assist where they'd ask and they'd speed up the process. The one thing that's still going to be gray is like hits to the head. Even if it's like an arm to the head, they're still going to keep the flag. Like even if it's not technically pass interference, they're not going to pick up a flag for a hit to the head. And that's
people will still be upset by calls. I don't think this is not going to alleviate that, I think it's going to alleviate that, but I don't think it's going to officially
eliminate it. Yeah.
But
I like the things they're doing though. I like, it's better than the whole pass interference challenging and like that whole mess they had a few years ago. Has there ever been a rule where they add it and then like 2 seasons later it's like, nah, that didn't work. Let's just get rid of it. Like I feel like if you're gonna put a rule in the game, you have to test it, like MLB with robot umps and it, the strike calling.
In the preseason,
you test it usually. But I feel like if they tested the pass interference in the preseason, like even 2 years in a row, and they liked it, then they can add it. Yeah. I don't know. There shouldn't be something where they.
I saw
and revert a few years later.
2 other big ones, right? We saw looking at ways to increase the onside kick probability, right?
Yeah, I like the 4th and 15, 4th and 20. I like that. I think that's maybe it's a little too easy. Maybe it's a little too easy.
I don't know, because it's at the goal. Think about it, Jared. It's at the goal line, so we could actually see it. Like, think about a prevent style.
Yeah, I love that. It's more exciting. If
it's
you're on
like
the opposite side,
overtime strategy, correct?
Yeah,
that's right.
If you're on the other side, you have no excuse. You don't give up 20 yards on a 4th down. Like that's onside kick is broken. Like you got to. It's back in the day. You were having. Players were getting onside kicks here and there. Like now it's impossible. So you're down by 2 scores. Sure, credit the team that's winning. Sure, but you're down by 2 scores. You score. It's like, okay, well, game's over. Now you have another chance. You put your quarterback out there.
The trick plays will see.
More exciting.
It's going to be great football.
Yeah.
I'm debating if it's because I've seen exactly how you've said it, Jared. It's either 4th and 15 or 4th and 20. I'm not obviously there could be a right answer there, because what if the 15 is too easy? So That's just something I'm keeping in mind.
It's also, it would suck because like you'd see that in the first quarter, second quarter, where it's like, oh, I want the ball in our offense. I don't trust our defense. Let's score a touchdown, do that, score again, do that.
What
and then
they'll
one
do
team
is
doesn't get the ball.
They're gonna make
Under
it. You have
5
to be
minutes or
losing.
something?
You have
Okay.
to be losing.
Okay,
Um,
that's
or-
a lot better then.
That's how the onside kick rule is now. You actually can't do it when you're winning.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So that's exactly how they do it. But I will always miss the surprise onside kicks. That was a part of the game,
Yeah, I mean McAfee is the iconic one. Just kicks it to
Yeah.
himself. Like no one's expecting it. That's
Yeah,
great
like,
to
that's
start the
just
game.
like that. Come on, that's what you want to.
Yeah, then you get the ball there and you get it at halftime. Like it's it's smart. I don't know.
No, not a huge
League's
dynamic
against,
kickoff.
they're against
fan,
fun. They're against
but
fun.
Injuries are down on kickoffs, and that was kind of the big thing first.
Yeah. Well, the big thing for kickoffs was eliminate the touchbacks. We want to see more action. We want to see this.
That part too.
Everyone still just kicks touchbacks, though. I mean, with exceptions, people just don't care.
Returns were up. I saw
Yeah,
like 10%, but I mean,
Okay.
they're already so low.
Mhm.
10% doesn't do a whole lot. So
Yeah. I don't know. I also, you mentioned the whole like tush push thing. You know that like I don't blame the fans, Packer fans, because they had no say in this, but like Packer fans are gonna get roasted if like because they pull that out too. Jordan Love, they run that play too. They have QB sneaks where Tucker Kraft will come in and they'll push him. They have the same play. As soon as they do that one more time, they're gonna get pushback on it. Like it sucks that it came out that it was the Packers. It's like it's just unfortunate because I just see that I can see it already. It's gonna happen.
Packers lost them twice. They got burnt by the play.
Yeah.
I saw Gutekunst whatever made comments that they didn't defend well against that play, whatnot. But but I mean, I don't know.
I hate the play too. I hate the play too. I do. I don't like it. I really don't. It's not football. But
you don't like your fan base being the one to call it, or your team rather.
For the Colts offseason, I like when we stay out of the spotlight. We just move to next season.
The Colts have been. Chris Ballard's been talking.
Yeah, I know. He should keep his mouth shut though.
Let's
just be 8-9 again next year and move on. It's fine.
Well, Zach, you think tush push is going to be banned?
No, I don't.
No.
Good answer.
Is it for voting? I thought they needed 75%. So right, I mean 24 or 32 is what I believe was the number on that for NFL rule proposals. But let me check that because
what is it now? 1 out of 32?
Well, I'm just saying.
Well, I don't think it's going to be because, I mean, you saw it come out today. NFL track, they thought there's 0 injuries on tush.
I did see that too.
And it's not like, I mean, if you think about any other running play, you can push running back forward if they're 10 yards downfield, right? Like, what's the difference?
But you can't.
It's just
pull.
closer to the line.
You can't like pull a player, and I feel like
push anywhere.
But you also can't like.
So do you ban the formation? I was going to wonder how would a rule like this come in, right? How do I say, is it a legal formation when
maybe just say the linemen have to block. You can't just lay down and chop at their legs. Like it's dangerous. I know there's no injuries, but the plays also only ran like 50 times a year. Like, it's whatever it is. By the Eagles,
don't know how you because you can still like there's still like there are rules illegal chop block and whatnot like when but so
they don't even block. They snap and just dive down. Like it's
24 of 32 teams need to agree. I think we know that they will probably get half at least. The question is, will they get 24? I don't know.
Yeah. I like how one more thing. I like how there was people that said like, "Oh, this isn't Green Bay fans' fault. This is their ownership," and I'm like, "Yeah, their owner. Yeah, you're the owner's fault. That's whose it is.
The shareholders. Yes.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I don't think it'll be banned. I think people want it banned, but they don't want to say anything about it. But now the Packers did, so I think people will be in agreement with it.
Yep.
I have a quick game if you guys wanted to play it or not.
Totally.
It's top 10. I'm only going to do 10 because it can be
Can't be. Yeah.
It's 2024, and it's So this just came out, but it's for 2024. It's the top 10 players who retired in 2024.
Like in terms of stats?
Just best players. I don't know. I can do 15 too. 15 is more fun because there's more.
Wait, so best players who retired?
The list is called the best NFL players who retired in 2024.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to do 15? It's kind of fun to do 15. Even if you don't get it, I can give you hints. It's just
Let's do it.
There's more variety in 10 to 15. So because the top ones are pretty easy, you guys will get them right away. But
Okay, I'm sharing. We will.
And then one of you guys has to bring a game next week because I want to play one of these two, or a list or
I
something.
don't-
How
I
about
don't know,
Zach?
Jared. We can always immaculate grid
True. Zach loves those.
or immaculate draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing my taxes right now. So.
Okay. The hell?
I've been a little preoccupied.
All right, top 15
Wow, that's crazy.
best players who retired.
Drew, you go first. Zach's being a goofball right now.
Wait, so like they retired this past year or like?
Before this last season, so they did not play this last year.
Oh my.
So no, I mean Joe Flacco isn't retired, but like no, not him, not anyone.
Who just retired? Didn't a guy retire?
Someone just
last 2
retired,
days?
like 17 years or something. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, well, there is.
They won't be included. It's
Lyman.
just
Okay.
before this last season.
Did Houston retire?
Houston?
Or, sorry, James. Yeah,
The city?
No, Houston's still on the map. Just look in Texas. You'll find it. I need a more of a
First
name
name.
than Houston.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Dude doesn't know his first name.
He's thinking
Justin Houston.
I know who he's thinking about.
Yeah, no, he's not on here.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Jason Kelsey.
He's number 2. Yeah.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. The top two,
Well-
the top ones are pretty, and this was voted by fans, by the way.
I don't remember who retired in.
The top
I don't
15 was
either.
voted by fans,
That was my one.
and him and the number 1 player were 1 vote in between like better player.
Did James
Once you-
Robinson retire?
No. Once you know number 1, it's kind of confusing because they retired in 2024, so this could be maybe before.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
just
know.
Played a
I
full
don't know if
football
it's-
season.
It would have been
Yeah.
before this season, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, because unless they retired like mid-season or something, but I don't think anyone did. The top name, you'll be like, oh, of course. You're probably just forgetting about him.
I think he retired 2 years ago. I'm trying. I don't.
If you think of a player that retired, you might want to say it because
That's what I'm doing.
Matt Ryan. I think he
Matt
retired
Ryan
2
is
years
number
ago.
4. Yeah, see, that's
Oh,
what I thought.
I didn't know Matt Ryan.
Oh,
He's number 4.
I thought he was 2 years ago. No.
He was still in the he wasn't on a team, but he wasn't officially
that's where this is
retired
gonna be
until
tough.
last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
so we're just naming recently retired guys.
basically. Yeah, basically. That'll help you a lot. I'll say that. Yeah, it says Matt Ryan retired April 22nd of 2024.
Julio Jones.
No, is he retired?
I don't think he's retired yet.
I don't think he is.
Okay, but he's a guy who last played. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Malcolm Jenkins.
Don't think he's on here. No, no Malcolm Jenkins.
Shoot. Thought I had that one.
One of these names I'm very surprised because I did not know he was retired.
Is Todd Gurley.
He's not. He is not officially retired. He's just a free agent.
Still?
Yeah,
My
number 16 is
God.
Christian Kirksey. So I didn't know he retired either, but yeah, he's
Oh,
gosh.
out of the league. Some of these guys I didn't know they
better
were
odds
retired.
guessing him.
Yeah. And some of them I thought they retired 5-6 years ago. So it's
didn't
gonna be-
Cameron Brate retire?
maybe, but not on here. It's
He can't
also
be top.
remember it's also top 15 players, and he's not better than some of the players on this list.
I'm just wondering for running back because I'm going to guess the fantasy guys. I think that's
Yeah,
going to be
no, that's a good way to go about it.
Kenyon Drake.
No, not Kenyon Drake. Drew, you'll get some fantasy guys. Okay, you have some favorites that will be on here.
Okay, I'll go that route. Oh, I know a guy who's on here.
You know 2 guys that are like your favorite guys that are on this list.
Jared Cook?
No,
Oh.
that was a few years
David
ago.
Johnson.
Yes, there you go. Number 13. Number 14 you like even more, okay? Number 14, you love this guy.
Oh my goodness.
That better
No
be
way.
Bo Scarborough.
No, it's not him.
You love this guy. Immaculate draft, everything. Immaculate grid, you love him.
I know who it is.
When did Gronk officially retire?
Like 5
he in
years
here?
ago? I don't know. No, he's not.
That was his guess.
He was in Tampa with Brady.
Yeah, that
so-
was his guess.
Blake Martinez.
No, not him.
No,
It's a good guess.
I
It's a good
feel like
guess.
that.
It's a good guess.
I have the other guy ready. I
Yeah.
should have just said him.
Duke Johnson's number 20. Wow.
Ooh,
I'm just
great
looking
name.
on the list a little. Yeah.
goat.
I have no idea.
I can give you a few hints too.
I'll name running backs.
We
Think
need
of
teams.
players who had a promising
Old,
career and
who
no,
Retired.
injuries. Okay, Drew. Players that looked like they'd be amazing, but they just got held up by injuries and then just decided, I got to stop. Most of these players were on
Walk, but I think
decent
he's too old
teams.
for this.
Yeah, he retired in like 2016, 17. No, it was like 2018.
Does Teddy Bridgewater count?
Yeah, he does. Look at that. That's cool. He's number 9.
17.
No, he's
Wow.
number 9.
Is Tariq Cohen on here?
He's not. Drew, you have even someone that you love even more on this list. All right. You're just forgetting.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I think
I've
I
never
think
heard him say anything about Tariq Cohen before in my
Yeah.
life.
Well,
No,
I
but
just thought he'd be on here. I
He's
was
still in
kinda
the league,
taking-
actually. He's still in the league. He missed
Oh,
2 seasons.
I thought he
with his
actually retired
Achilles.
because of that.
Or did he?
thought I
I
remember
thought he was signed to a
reading
team.
that.
I
because
think
of-
he's trying to come back, yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I
well,
thought.
I thought he actually
Yeah,
formally-
he signed with
like
the practice
Bridgewater.
squad this.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay. Zach, you're up.
I can give you a lot of hints too, but they might be too good of hints, if that makes sense.
Can we get teams?
Sure.
Do you want teams?
Well-
Okay, we'll start at 15 because I'm already on the list down there. So 15, we're looking at the Patriots. 14 is the Texans. You got
I got
13. 12, the Patriots. 11 is the Cowboys. 10 is Buccaneers. 9 you got. 8. No team listed, but he is in a Broncos jersey. We'll just say that. 7 Patriots. 6 Raiders. 5 Patriots. Wow. 3 is the Eagles. And then number 1, I'm not going to give you because that would give it away 100%. So
Okay.
you're not going to get number 1.
All right.
Sony Michel.
No. A lot of Patriots, but not that guy.
Rex Burkhead.
There you go.
Come on. I knew I
He's number
should've just said
14. Number
Should've
14.
said him.
How
He's
is
a
he
Texan.
on here?
You
Because
said
he's a
Rex.
goat.
He is the goat.
He's a Super Bowl champion.
Guys,
I was
James
gonna.
White.
No, not James White.
Oh my god.
All right, now I'll cook.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so.
Zach, you're on the right path. Zach, you really are.
Which one do I name?
Just keep going.
No, Gilmore didn't retire yet, did he?
No, he's still on the Vikings.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Free agent
I,
this offseason.
yeah, that's I'm just.
Was that your guess?
Yeah, that was his guess. Yeah, that was his
Okay.
guess.
LeGarrette Blount.
Nope, wrong one.
New England.
Like
Come on,
some of these
Drew, I
players,
got more
I
New
didn't.
England running backs than you.
I really didn't know they were retired. Some of these guys.
Really? So he said. I'm thinking through the guys because you could even put Burkhead with New England.
Like when did this guy retire? What? Okay.
I'll say. I don't know if I have a. Oh, there was a. I know who Tampa Bay is. I can't name the guy though. I can't think of it.
Yeah. Not all these guys are offense. Not all. You know,
it's a lineman for Tampa. I just can't remember his name.
Might be right.
Zach's gonna get his head.
Tackle.
Yeah.
Zach knows probably.
Yeah, I can't think of it. Probably.
Yeah, go for it.
Corey Clement.
Nope. Keep guessing those.
Who else did New England?
You're thinking too old for New England. You're thinking like their Super Bowl team. Think like recent, like very recent.
I know. Damian Harris.
There you go. He's number 15. Yep.
And then
I wouldn't think too many more running backs now because that's why I added 11 through 15
lineman,
because there's a lot of running backs there.
Lineman here probably.
Do you want position too?
Maybe.
Who's the? That's gonna bother me now with the lineman.
Well, number 7.
Fletcher Cox.
you know-
Is that Philly?
Fletcher Cox is 3.
Philly.
Yeah. Yep. So you're looking at what team? Tampa?
Tampa's that lineman. He retired.
Yeah.
February
February 2nd. 9-year
Left
NFL
tackle
career.
for Dwarfs moved over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Highest. He was actually the highest paid blank in 2018. That would give it away. I can't tell you. I mean, you would know the team, you know the position.
Yeah.
He was a center. He was the highest paid center.
Oh.
You know the guy. He's
Close it
very, very, very popular.
Oh, Ryan Jensen.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Super Bowl champ. Yeah.
I was thinking Ted Karras was their center, but he's their guard.
Oh.
Jensen and then
Dallas. Think of this. This guy he had a 6-year career. Pro Bowler. First round pick in 2018.
Leighton Vander Esch.
There you go. Neck injuries. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Number 12, I didn't know was
Esch. I don't.
Yeah, that
Ash.
works.
Yeah. Number 12, I didn't even know was retired. Like,
Did I spell it right too?
Yeah, that works.
yeah. Because Vander is too hard to spell. So that works.
My bad.
You should just left it Vander.
Yeah, just Vander.
Okay.
You didn't know he was retired.
New England.
Is it one of the McCartneys?
No.
J.C.
You want-
Jackson?
Do you want positions? Because that might give it away too much, but he wasn't only on the Patriots. I'd say he's known for the Patriots, but he's more known for the Dolphins. That'll give it away probably.
Oh. He was part of the Miami Miracle.
Yeah. Did my mic just die?
No.
No,
I can hear
you're
you.
good.
Can you hear me still? Hold on.
Yeah. You can hear you fine. Oh, he can't hear us.
Hold on. I'm going to connect these quick because I can't hear.
That's okay. We can hear you. You said Michelle. I said Kenny and
Can
Drake.
you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Why can't I? Uh-oh.
Well, good thing we're not wasting good answers right now.
Yeah. Denver.
So you say New England is a receiver?
It's one
Or
of
no,
those.
he's
type-
Miami Miracle. He was a
Here.
Yeah. There was a
Say
guy
something.
involved on it. It was a hey. A
I got
running
it.
back
Hold on.
or-
Just put this in.
who's Vegas?
That one's bothering me too. Because in theory, these guys should be getting better.
Who's number 1? That's what I need. I want to know.
Okay,
I can hear you
the
now.
obvious one.
I can hear you now. That's better.
Who's as well known as Kelsey? It's got to be a quarterback, right?
Did you guys throw out any names or no?
No.
No, we were working on New England one. We think it's a Miami Miracle. There's someone in there who's like a running back receiver type.
Do you want the positions? I can give you positions if you want them.
We're wrong.
Okay, so number 12 is a receiver.
Okay, so I'm
is it
thinking
Trent
right
Brown?
now.
Is Trent Brown on here?
This guy's a bigger name. Do you want number 8 too? Position?
Yeah.
Number 8 looks like a cornerback. There's nothing listed here. Honestly, like I know this guy, but I don't know him much, like at all.
He's a secondary guy though.
Lockdown coverage. Known for his lockdown coverage. So yeah.
Oh, you're saying Denver's a corner? I wasn't even listening. I was trying to think of names.
The Patriot for number 7. Linebacker, right?
Oh my God, they had so many of them.
Yeah, he's a linebacker. Definitely.
There's a guy who played on Seattle and there, both spots.
I think number 5 is also a linebacker, maybe.
I don't think it's.
You probably thought this guy retired like years ago, but he's just now retiring. Number 1, like you guys should like easily get that. That's kind of surprising that
Fitzpatrick?
No. You're probably thinking this guy retired 2 years ago, and that's why you're not saying his name.
Brady?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
It's like to that extent though. Like he was the best player in the league.
He retired longer ago.
Manning.
That's why this is weird.
It's not a quarterback. Offensive player, not a quarterback.
It wasn't Antonio Brown.
It's not a receiver. It's not a running back. It's not a tight end. It's not a quarterback.
It's just a lineman?
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, defense.
What?
Wait, defense. Wait, I was thinking of the wrong guy. This guy's a defensive player. Sorry. D lineman.
Oh.
D lineman. I was thinking of the wrong guy. I was thinking of Kelsey again.
Aaron Donald?
There you go. Yeah. He retired on
we should have got that.
March 15th.
Yeah, we should have.
But we were thinking offensive guys, so
yeah.
That was bad. Okay, well, we got to name linebackers from New England.
I want to make sure. I want to give you the actual position because
Dante Hightower, is he on there?
That's a good guess, but no.
This isn't that outside linebacker edge rusher type thing, is it?
No, they're more of a safety cornerback linebacker, like a coverage kind of guy.
Oh, so it's someone on defense, not a D.
I would say 5 would be more of like a coverage, like a cornerback. I'd change it to cornerback because you're not going to get it unless
that doesn't help.
I feel like I need
more linebackers.
And then
this is brutal.
I mean, number. Oh wait, what? Oh, hold on.
Edelman?
No, so I did not even know this. I thought this guy was a defensive guy. What? Hold on. I'm gonna look really stupid here, okay? Like I'm gonna look very stupid. So number 7 is actually a receiver.
It's not like a Wes Welker or something, is it?
No, it's not. It's not someone like that, but he's good. Like we've all heard of him.
I said Edelman.
Hold on, I didn't know. What? I thought this guy was a.
Or did I change 7 and 12 both receivers?
No, 12. Yeah, no, that's right.
He's giving us the wrong positions.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't know this guy was a receiver. Why? Maybe I just didn't watch him.
All right. Well, let's name all the receivers who are Patriots. I said, I said Edelman. I said Brown. Guys who have retired.
Very stupid. Wow.
Mohamed Sanu?
No.
Awesome guess. But those are kind of. I was thinking Alshon Jeffrey, but he doesn't fit any of these teams. So
I'm still questioning myself. Like, obviously, it says right here his position, but I thought for sure this guy was a.
I don't know who else like.
Okay, well that's why he's listed as a safety and a wide receiver.
Is it Matthew Slater?
It is Slater. Yeah, was he a receiver?
He was a special team.
He didn't play anything besides special teams, I don't think.
He's listed as a receiver, and I always knew him for like coverage.
Yeah.
He's
You don't look dumb at all. Yeah,
Okay.
that's just the tough one. He's a special team standout who retired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, I was so confused there. I did not see him as a receiver.
So 12 is a receiver.
I'm not giving you number 6 because that's way too. I mean, no, that would 100% give it away if you know the team.
Do you give us offense or defense?
Offense. Number 6 is offense. I'll tell you that much.
Retired with the Raiders.
Is it a lineman?
No.
Oh, Darren Waller.
Yeah, tight end. So you would have gotten it if I gave you a tight end.
Yeah. I forgot.
So number 8, listed technically as a strong safety, and defensive back. But he's like coverage. So just think of that for number 8.
You say he's well known? Like
no, not I mean you'll know him, but he won't just pop up in your head like, oh yeah, that guy, of course. I can read his summary right here.
Yeah, go for it.
So he retired on April 30th, 2024. This guy wrapped up a stellar 12-season NFL career, primarily with the Broncos, known for his lockdown coverage. Blank earned 4 Pro Bowl selections, 3 All-Pro honors, and was part of the Broncos' dominant defense that won Super Bowl 50. Undrafted out of Kansas, Blank's tenacity and intelligence made him one of the premier cornerbacks of his era. His legacy includes being named to the NFL 2010s All-Decade Team and extensive
All-Decade guy, Zach. Come on.
charitable work through his foundation.
Well, I'm thinking, like, is this like Champ Bailey or something? Like,
no, like he's defense. Yeah, he's a coverage guy.
He's an All-Decades guy.
I would not pull this name. And plus, I thought this guy retired like 6, 7, 8 years ago.
I didn't think he was...
No. I didn't know this guy had played the last 5 seasons. Like, actually, I thought this guy was done after the Super Bowl, to be honest.
Who the heck? I don't know who was on that team, really.
I
don't.
This is...
Okay, number 12. Think of number 12 right now.
Receiver.
He's a receiver. I can give you... He used to be really fantasy relevant, and he went to the Patriots and completely fell off. Like, people are like, oh, maybe he'll.
Why is his Patriots? Why did you put Patriots on there?
Because he retired a Patriot.
Oh, I don't like that. How this does it. I want to know who he's known for.
I would say you know him better for the Dolphins. Let me just make sure.
Jarvis Landry. Well, that doesn't make sense.
It's like that kind of guess though, but no.
But that's why I'm like that. Know him for the Dolphins.
Miami have.
He had the.
See, this is the guy that I didn't think was actually retired. Like, he's listed on here, but I didn't think he was retired. So let me just make sure.
Braxton
so
Rios.
He played for Miami from 2015 to 2021. Then 2022 and 2023, he was a Patriot. Oh my God. Hold on. How many catches did this guy have? Okay. So he had 394 yards and 539 yards with the Patriots. He had a 1,200-yard season with 9 touchdowns. Went to Louisville. Do you want me to read his bio?
This is back, like, they had Kendrick Bourne, Jacoby Myers.
Yeah. Yep. You're on the right track. You know now. You'll get it.
Who else did they have there, though?
One more guy. Kendrick Bourne. This guy. Jacoby Myers. They had a three-player tandem going there. And
yeah, because nobody know who to grab. And
this guy failed. Yeah, this guy was the worst of them, and he retired soon after. On May 20th, 2024, Blank announced his retirement from professional football, ending a 9-season career in the NFL. Drafted by the Dolphins as the 14th overall pick in the 5 NFL draft, probably 2015 NFL draft. Blank was known for his strong hands and playmaking ability. He also played with the Patriots and briefly joined the Philadelphia Eagles. Blank's career stats boast 402 receptions, 60 yards, and 27 touchdowns, highlighting his impact as a wide receiver, reliable wide receiver.
Do you play with the Eagles after the Patriots?
I think so, because he was listed as
at the end of 2023.
Yeah, like he got traded there, but barely ever played. And then he retired.
He was on the team with Paris Campbell behind Smith and Brown.
Yeah, you know him. He's probably think of him as a nobody, but he used to be fantasy relevant. He was actually decent.
Because him and Jarvis Landry both have 1,000-yard seasons same year.
Yeah, you know exactly who you're talking about.
Landry.
You know who you're talking about, but you can't pull the name. Yeah,
I don't know what the name is.
He had 152 votes. I'm not giving you his initials and stuff.
We're not gonna.
Okay,
I don't know.
He was number 11. I don't know. What else can I give you? His name starts with a D. First name starts with a D. How about that?
This kind of trivia is not good for us.
So you had Jacoby Myers, you had Bourne, and you had this guy. Going into the season, he was listed as their number 2. And then he immediately fell to their number 3.
All right, Drew, let's think of names to start with a D. Davis, Dwayne, Donald.
Receiver names.
This is painful.
I could just give you his damn name if you need me to.
Give us his initials.
Last name starts with a P. That'll give it away. Hope, I think. Maybe. Oh my god.
Devin Funches.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, F. Yep. I can just tell you his name. It's not the end of the world if I.
Yeah.
It's Devontae Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was not even close.
Yeah. I'll say number 5 is the next easiest.
I didn't know he was on the Eagles.
Yeah.
This him.
Number 5. Let me just look up his stats.
No, reading his stats is not going to help us, Jared.
I'll tell you his teams. All of his teams.
I just nicely tell you that
he was a Titan. I can tell you that.
Logan Ryan.
No, you were so confident and so wrong. That's crazy.
I mean, he's kind of well known.
Patriot. Titan. See, this doesn't make sense to me because his last year that he played was 2020, but he just retired in 2024. Makes no sense. Also, did you know Devontae Parker was retired? I didn't. That's
no
thing.
No, but he sucked. So
capping a remarkable NFL career filled with unforgettable memories. Known for his that's gonna give it away.
Known for what?
Butler? Is it Butler?
Malcolm Butler.
Games, yeah. I can.
That's what I was trying to think.
That's what I was thinking of. I said Logan Ryan, though.
Or no, not for me, but yeah, that was who I was thinking of the game winner guy.
If I would have saw that, I wouldn't have read that, but yeah.
Well, awesome. Okay, we got one more.
This guy,
who is it?
So his last name is Blank or something Junior. How does that help, huh? Hold on. Let me just look this up quick, and then you guys will get one guess, and that'll be it. This guy's 35 years old. Okay. It's not going to help you at all.
Yeah.
Just play with me here. Hold on.
I'll bring a game next week. That's what I'll do.
Okay, here. Denver. Chargers, Saints. 2022 retired. Okay, I'll just tell you.
Oh, Chris Harris Jr.
Oh, whoa, wow. Right before I said it.
Who is it?
Chris Harris Jr.
Well, there you go.
Right before I said it, he pulled it. Look at that.
I was thinking I was kind of on the track, but I couldn't. Yeah. Just didn't make time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Drew, you bring a game next week.
Well, I don't know players who stopped playing in 2020, then stop. Or I'm not using Chris Harris as an
But
example.
Malcolm Butler,
Yes, we know.
It's hard to.
We don't know when these guys retired.
Yeah, I know.
So
David Johnson, I didn't know he retired last year. I thought he was still on practice squads.
Wouldn't have guessed that, but you said I like the players, so I just named guys I like.
You pulled Rex Burkhead, yeah. Come on.
No, those games are fine. We just need details at the beginning. Yeah. We should start with the positions.
Yeah, if we start with because then it'll expedite it, not make.
I keep thinking because I see the name, so it's going to be too easy. But you guys have nothing, so.
Oh yeah.
We got no idea.
Yeah,
that's where
you guys couldn't. As soon as you couldn't pull Aaron Donald, I should have just given you everything, like their initials, their teams, everything.
If it's like that kind of thing, like team and offense or defense.
But that's what I thought like Darren Waller was. I'm not going to give you his position and his team.
When a general rule I use is like when all positions are involved, you got to give a hint right away. But then if it's like, receiving yard leaders, what positions are involved. But
or like you knew Tampa Bay, you knew the center. Like I'm supposed to just give you the guy that played center for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and won the Super Bowl. Like
that's why
you're going to put
Tampa
it together.
Offense.
Yeah,
Tampa offense done.
Yeah.
Oh, got through. Another game and
offseason. Another Zach W. Like always.
Zach just racks up his wins. Yeah. He saves them for the show though, not for fantasy.
Yeah, that's it. He can't win.
The trade you all were talking about. Well, he's rebuilding 20.
Zach hasn't gotten back to me on that in like 3 months, so I guess
I want to get Zach a banner that says
still rebuilding. Doing it.
Oh, he's not doing it.
He's stewing it.
Oh, he's doing it. So he's like tabling on top of a table.
Team. Get me in.
Yeah.
He's tabling a tabled trade.
No, we don't want to choose a third team.
No. Can I be like the Jazz and just like facilitate a little here?
Just take like Hood Schifino or just grab
take on salary or something.
Yeah.
Take on
I'll just facilitate a little.
For no reason at all, he gets a third or something just because. Like, gives up nothing.
I get it. Yeah. I give some Fab. I give Fab back to both teams. Oh, this is not my league.
You just want cash consideration?
Player be named later. I get to pick
a third round pick of
the next draft. If you guys were allowing entry fees to be traded in a fantasy league, how much would like an entry fee to a league be worth?
What?
For 1 year.
Okay.
Like why would you do $20 league, right? And I'm gonna trade you like what would I have to give you for you to pay my league dues for a year?
Like you give me Jamar Chase and I pay your dues for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Like something like that. Like what? That's no. How would you even do that?
How much would it cost for 1 year?
What would that trade look like on Sleeper? What would that look like on Sleeper?
A first for nothing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in that league.
Yeah. No, don't worry. We have a deal. Guys. Don't worry.
Fab I'm fine with, but you lose me there.
Yeah, Drew only likes things that benefit him directly, and this.
I'm sorry. I want fair
buy other people's players.
He doesn't like the overall likeness of the league. He just likes when it affects him and it benefits him.
Really?
Tom Brady, but
wow.
Yeah.
All right. That'll wrap it here. Zack Rausch, Jared Valleskey, myself, Drew Skyberg here on this Wednesday night. Thank you all for listening to yet another episode. Drew Sports Crew, The Journey Million, the perfect podcast for you.